good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Next Place Sundays and Next Place and the Investor Show. Here at Next Place, we discuss all categories of investing, such as real estate, stocks, business, finance, insurance, and everything else. We like to invite all you out to be able to get a chance to enjoy and actually come out and take a look at all the things that we talk about every Sunday from 7:30 to 9. Oh yeah, I definitely did. Like and share this broadcast. You can actually like and share the broadcast. It's on YouTube as Next Play Investors, as well as Instagram Next Play Investors, and you can join the group on Facebook as Next Play Investor. I'm just getting ready. I'm just getting off a plane, trying to get in. So we're gonna check in with everybody and kind of get everything situated and see what's going on for the day, and then we'll talk about what's going on. So other than that, let's get over and see exactly what's going on with the Next Play Brethren and what everybody else is doing, and hoping everybody had a great day, had a great weekend, and we can see what's going on for the day. Find out how everybody is doing for the weekend. Ba, ba, ba. Hey, what's up, y'all, man? What's going on? What's going on?
My
How
Catherine
y'all doing, man?
Bing,
You got a what?
a request
For what kind of request? You need prayer?
for next play. No,
Oh,
not
next
for
one. Prayer
Hey,
request.
man, how y'all doing today, man?
Man,
Oh
we
man, we're
good,
doing
man. We
wonderful.
good. How's
Yeah.
about you?
Hey, man, what's going on with you, man? I'm finna slide out, man. I gotta switch up cars, cause but I'm finna get on live with y'all. So give me a second, man. Y'all, we gonna keep recording from here.
All right, come on back in, big man. That's how we do it over here at Next Play. We kind of mix it up every now and then. We got all these multi-task folks around here. And the producer, he got to go, but he's going to come right back in on the other camera. And
Oh yeah.
we back for another Sunday of Next Play Investors. Glad you guys are back. Glad you're tuning in. If you take the time to like the video, share the video so that you, your friends, your family can come get some of this good business, real estate, investing, education we're about to lay down for you folks. So thanks for tuning in. You can also view us or catch us on YouTube. Also, you can catch the replay on Facebook. And like I said, man, like and share, man. It helps algorithms. We do this totally for free. We enjoy it. And you got me, you got Slam and Sam, you got Martinez, and you got Big Bang Frank. So, you guys ready to start the show?
Let's go, baby. Let's go. You know we with it.
Let's get it. Let's get it. So, over here at Next Play, we normally start off with a success story from each of the members of Next Play and from the audience if they have one like to share. But that's kind of give us the vibe of, positive attraction, positive thinking, wins for the week, so to speak. And I got one win for the week. And today was my first official corporate meeting with my kids. And I got a 14-year-old, I got a 13-year-old kid, and a buddy of mine from the gym. I talk to him all the time. He's sort of like a mentor, but he told me that your kids should know what you do. And I took it to heart. So today I sat both of them down in the office and, had my whiteboard out, had everything lined up with, real estate, investing in business, intellectual property, all four of those things I'm well versed in. And I just basically broke it down to them and showed them about cash flow, about our real estate properties that we currently have. One of my kids knew about most of it. One of them didn't. One knew about passive cash flow. The other one didn't. So it gave me an opportunity to break it down to just try to give them a visual of what I do. So when they come down here in my office and work with me during the week, they'll actually understand why it's important what they're doing, and also kind of give them an outlook and kind of give them a vision on what they could possibly do in the future if they were to partake in any of these businesses. And I
Mhm.
basically let them know it's here if they want to partake into it after they go to school or so on and so forth. But just kind of broke everything down to them. Broke down stocks, how stocks work. My kids both have their own stocks through the Busy Kid app, and showed them how dividends work and how they can make passive dividends at a very young age. And but to me, that was a success. I think I got my point across because it was a lot easier, work with them this time. So that's my success story. Maybe we'll go on with the next person, Slam Sam, because he's got the easiest access.
Okay. Well, that's funny you would say that you did that with your kids, because I just actually finished enlightening my kids. Sort of similar to the same thing. I think we all can agree that the pandemic has put a different spin on the way we view lives and the way we view, what's going on around us. So I actually just sat my kids down and talked to them about procedures and where everything is, and made sure that they understood that, hey, that who was going to be in charge of the estates, and basically just ran down everything to them, to and fro, basically what accounts I have, what businesses I have, the aspects of the money. And I talked to them about the importance of their credit and how to use it as a tool, and not just, something that they can just use as passive, ways to get to, paying off stuff. But basically just let them know where everything is and the codes to everything, how to get access to it. And, I just ran down the whole nine, and I explained to them my reasonings for why I'm choosing to go the route that I'm going to go, which means that I'm not going to leave them anything here in the United States if I can help it.
What now?
Anything that I leave them, as far as property or anything like that, it probably won't be left here. It'll be left outside the country, simply because of the way that I see that the United States taxes and how they can lose so much stuff like that. So I figure that at least I can leave them a couple properties outside the country, and I'll probably end up leaving them something here, but most of their stuff that it will get would probably be overseas somewhere, or somewhere out of the country. But that's just the way that I'm thinking. So no, everybody else don't, this is just me. So, I just wanted to explain to them that the reason why I was doing it and where they could find all this stuff. And of course, everything is tucked away. Got somebody over that will oversee it. And at the time of my demise or whatnot, everything would be taken care of. They wouldn't have to worry about stuff, because that's the duty, and that's what you're supposed to do as a man, to make sure that your kids and kids' generation and everybody else is taken care of. So I see myself just trying to fulfill, that role, and making sure that all my I's are dotted and my T's are crossed. So, nevertheless, now like you saying, one of my kids knew certain stuff, the other one didn't, but now hopefully they're both on the same page and they understand. And I also made sure that the youngest understood that my oldest kid is the one that's going to be like the firstborn, sort of say. He's going to be in control of dispersing everything, whatnot. And I did this because of my religious belief, because the firstborn has that responsibility. But he's also level-headed enough, and he's not, foolish about doing certain things. So I left him in charge, and I know him not to be, as long as they're being kids, he's never cheated his sister or anything like that. So I don't foresee anything like that happening. So that's why I leave him. in charge to disperse everything evenly between them or whatnot. So, he say that's my success story. Basically, just clearing the air and making sure that they know the path and knowing what to do, what I would like done, and it's pretty much it.
What about like in paper?
Oh yeah. Everything is written up. Not only verbally do they know, everything is also backed up by
Right.
lawyers and paperwork, because I do understand that the government will come in sometimes. If you got a bigger estate, they're like, hey, well, it's not in writing. Well, so I do have it in writing and stuff, and I got all that stuff, where they can get hands on it. So,
Right.
yep.
Anybody have any questions? From either one of your kids had any questions? They just sit there and listen.
Well, they just listen most of the point, and they mostly ask where I'm going. But it's just.
Are you going over yonder?
But nah, man. I was just making sure that they
trying to go to
understood.
the upper room.
Hey, man.
That's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody start crying or nothing, did he?
Nah,
go to the upper room.
it got a little sensitive for a minute there, but I was just letting them know I'm fine, and I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. But I wanted them to be prepared. That's all. It's all about preparation. I told them I've always been a type of parent that's been proactive and not reactive, and it's taken me a long way in life. In other words, I like prepare for stuff versus it hitting me in the face and then I'm not prepared. So they understood. So they took it pretty good. And then again, my kids are a little older than, got an 18 and a 20-year-old. So, they took it good. They understood.
So what they say? Did they actually if dad was dying?
Nah, that's why I'm drinking this, because they went and fixed me something to drink. They might be trying to take me out. So I'll fix my own drink.
That's what's up. It's a question.
But shoot, man, since you got the mic, man, you wanna tell us a little something, Frank Nitty?
Oh man, I think my week went pretty good. I mean, everything, I took a weekend off, had some things I had to take care of this weekend, and went and seen some stuff and did some stuff. And but it's neither here nor there. And but the biggest thing, I'm on track. So this week we're gonna add another element to the progress of getting back up on time, getting up meditating, and gaining 3 hours in the week. I took off Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Now the test is going to be to see can I get back on it, because I was doing so well. So it was a good week. Got a chance to see some adversity hit my daughter, which I kind of like. I know it sounds crazy, but she worked through it, and that's it's the same thing when you talk about with your kids. I got a chance to see how she gonna react, to see if anything that I've been telling her for the longest did it work. And I think a lot of people don't realize, like, you got to test them a lot of times and figure out if the message that you said to them worked. And sometimes they, when people say you got to follow, you teach them how not to follow, and hopefully they learn something from it. So it's been a pretty good week. Other than that, man, I'm gonna, I think this week is set to be a good week. Christmas coming, and all these holidays coming, so we finna keep our head down for the rest of the year. And we're gonna be doing updates. I think I'm gonna invite everybody. I got my biggest thing right now is to get to the 21-day mark. So this month is gonna be the 21-day believer. By December, when we do our anniversary for when we started streaming, by December, I'm gonna try to, my whole thing is to, just share this whole journey of trying to get back to pre-corona, but having a futuristic mind. You know what I mean? And so, you take a picture out of a lot of the books that we read from Cashflow Stacy, M500, and a couple other people that we keep up with. It's a good thing. Also want to, I'm gonna probably wait till I get back into the house, and we'll talk about it. I get a chance to update y'all on Hertz. Finally put that play in action. So in 10 to 15 days, I'm gonna double up my money. We'll talk about it in a little bit, but it was a good week for that too, because Hertz been blowing it out the roof since Tesla got involved. But that's something else we'll talk about.
Got a couple plays going on that we finna start this week. So, it has been me getting my mind together and kind of getting myself back in a mind frame of different thoughts. Even though it's a struggle, I think it's been a real great week. So, that's why I say it's been real positive. I'm gonna lay the Hurts play on y'all in a little bit and let y'all know how much money I'm finna supposedly make if it keeps going the way it's going in the uptrend that it's going in.
Oh, okay. What was the deal with the 21 days? Why did you mention 21 days?
Well, 21 days is how you develop a new habit.
Oh, okay.
So that studies are proving that after 21 days, that's my goal right now, is to get to 21 days. You develop a new habit, and if you want to change who you are and how you can do things, you got to develop a habit. You know what I mean? Because just trying to motivate, it's kind of like just trying to motivate yourself. That's not going to just do. You got to be able to develop a habit so it becomes natural. When you get up in the morning, you've been getting up in the morning so long, you do your routine, and your routine is what makes it what is it going to be. So you know what I mean? That's your habit. If you eat at 12 o'clock every day, that's your habit. And so it takes 21 days to develop a habit.
Okay, cool beans. All right, well, we'll move on to Martinez, who's traveling across country right now. Martinez.
What up, folks?
What's going on, man? Talk to us, man.
Hey, man, life has been good. Hey, my success is that I'm thankful that I'm living, because like you said, being out on this road, you taking chances. And last night could have been a very bad situation. And I had another incident tonight, like a couple of nights before, could have been another bad situation. I just want to give all the glory and honor to God, for just putting his angels around me, protecting me while I'm out here on this road. So that's my thing, and blessing me with the opportunity.
All right. We want to guess we'll go to
The question.
we have a new guest in the room. Her name is, what's that? Nicole? Oh, okay. Nicole Tubman. We're gonna go.
Oh, God. You had it back, Nikki.
Nicole.
Miss Nikki. Oh, that's Nicole. I'm sorry.
Your mic is muted. Nicole. I'm just gonna cut up. Uh-oh.
I knew I was gonna. I told myself to be off camera, because I was like, somebody is gonna start up some mess. Y'all know I'm traveling. Happy Sunday.
Hey, happy Sunday.
What up, cuzzo?
Hey, cuz.
I see you down there at J-Bill.
Right. I cannot.
It's homecoming weekend.
Had to bring some of the A down here. Now we're celebrating my homegirl's birthday. Her birthday is actually today. So y'all can tell my friend Rasha happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Rasha.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. And last but not least, we got Queen Sequester.
Yeah, okay.
We got you. Okay.
So let me think. Last week was okay. I went, see, of course, I'm still in the simulator because I'm not ready to go live yet, but I had some issues with me trying to get out of the trade. And one thing I do not like about Stray Station is it takes like 2 days for them to get back to you if you're not live. Like if you're not live,
If you're not trading your...
It takes a while, for them to get back to you. So he told me that he would get back to me on either tomorrow or Tuesday. And I called Friday at 1:00 because I wanted to get out of the trade. I'm in, what am I in? Shopify. And I want to get out of the trade. And it keeps giving me an error message. So I called them and they won't be able to help me until then. So I just thought that was strange. But
Yeah, that's a little
about it.
strange. And,
yeah, that's a little strange.
and it doesn't make sense whether you live or whether you are not live. It still should be able to help you, right?
No, they just have, I don't know, they just have different departments, and I mean, they have to call you back. And then when they call you back, it's just a bunch of transferring this place and transferring that place. And I'm just like, y'all got to do better than this. Y'all gonna lose me. This is too much.
Go ahead, Sam.
So I guess you would say you're being affected by what me and Stacy have already been talking about, the customer service
Yes.
part of it. And that's, remember when I told you, when you looking, me and Stacy both, when you looking, look for that customer service, because in the end, that's going to play a major role and it's important.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you get somebody. That's not that I don't get to talk to somebody, but it's not what I'm keeping being routed to these different people that's not able to help me. That's the problem. It's aggravating, very, because I'm like, this could have been done. And then, you got to be sitting in front of your computer. So if you call me, I'm on my way to work. What good is that going to do? What good is that going to do?
Well,
I'm in front of my computer. So yeah, I was flustered on Friday, but it's whatever. I'm learning, so I need to be positive so I can get past it. But yeah, everything is lovely. I do want to put this out there. This isn't anything to do with what I have going on from last week, but I was talking to this young lady in the grocery store. Her and I went to the same high school together, and so she was saying that their bosses got them together. She works at Publix down the street from us. And she said that their big bosses came in and talked to them and said that, the reason why their shelves is empty is because a lot of places don't have glue. So they don't have glue to close boxes up. And she said it's the soda company that's not selling their 12 packs right now because they don't have any glue to close the box up. So they just holding the product. And she works in the meat department, and it's some kind of packing that they need to have in order for it to be on ice. Whatever that packing is, they don't have it anymore. So they're just sending it in a plastic bag in order to get it to the store. So I just wanted to put that out there before I forget.
Thank you. That was
so. You said wait a minute. So you said there's no glue to seal the boxes,
right?
And there's no.
It's some kind of plastic packing that they need in order to package up the item for shipping. It's like she explained it. Some kind of ice, some kind of something to package it up that keeps it cold so it can get to the store, so that they can take it off, whatever that is, and put it out. They don't have any more of it, and so they ran out of it, or it's not ran out of it. She explained it like the assembly line. So with the assembly line, you used to have somebody right next door to you. Well, now because of COVID, everybody's reduced. So it's not necessarily that people are sick because they're out. It's reduced. So the number of packages that's being done per day is now reduced.
Okay. Okay.
So that was it.
That's good information. I appreciate that. We can use that.
You ain't lying. You know what I wrote down.
Yeah, glue, right? Or Elmer's. You gotta write down Elmer's.
Elmer's. 3M, baby. 3M.
Yeah, but that's good information. And this shortage is real. It's definitely affecting our audio business for sure. It is real. I got a notice the other day that a part will not be in until March of 2022. A part that I need to close out a job for audio video techs.
And that's what, 5 months, 4 or 5 months away.
Yep. I would say 5 months, March 22, that's April.
Yep.
So I just went ahead and canceled the order. I think one of my buddies may have a used part. I just let the customer know, look, it's either with this in or you have to wait. And then on top of that, the other parts that I need for the job, they are not the original parts. I had to use substitute parts in order to get the job complete. So it's definitely real, definitely real. But anyway, that's it for all the success stories. So we'll move on to the next phase, and that is the data for the week. The Dow Jones gained 0.40% and closed at 35,820. The S&P gained 1.33%, closed at 4,605, and the Nasdaq gained 3.23% and currently closed at 15,850. So all three of those sectors, and which is a good thing because a couple of weeks ago we was talking about them going down. So it goes up, it goes down. You know, it's about good companies. As far as the sectors rankings, number 1 was healthcare. Number 2 was consumer services. Number 3 was information technologies. 4 is industrials. 5 was consumer discretionaries. 6 was consumer staples. 7 was financials. 8 materials. 9 utilities. 10 was energy. And at the bottom is real estate for last week. And I read an article about real estate. And now, not only we talked a few weeks ago about Zillow no longer buying properties. Now the properties that Zillow have in inventory, they're now selling them at a discount. Just so you guys know. And Zillow is one of the largest real estate companies in the industry. So the real estate market is, and the real estate was down 1.19% as of last week. So we'll move on now to the next play nugget of the week. And last week we was talking about, credit card hacks and using credit and business credit, in ways to get, reward points, flights, and so on and so forth. And Sequester asks, how do you establish business credit? So I said I'll take a few minutes today. I won't labor before you too long. And that just came out. And talk about business credit and how to get it. 5 or 6 quick steps on how to get it. So first thing, step number 1 is to choose the right business structure. So when setting up a business, you need to figure out, whether it's going to be an LLC, LLP, or a corporation, or a sole proprietorship. You got that choice, but you got to choose the right structure, and then you want to make sure you choose the right name. And you might say, what do I mean by the right name? Well, certain names will automatically get you denied for business credit. So, example, if you're in the real estate business, you don't want to use the word invest. They consider that high risk. If you're in the credit business, if you're doing credit repair, that's a red flag. So there's certain names in the industry that you don't want to choose, just so you know. That's a red flag. So choosing the right name, choosing the right structure. Next thing you want to do is obtain what they call a federal tax ID number, also known as the EIN. And this you can apply for the federal tax ID number. It's free, so don't let anybody charge you for it. And you can get this by going to the IRS, irs.gov site, or you can call them, directly and get your EIN number. And the EIN number is like your social security, like a social security number for a business. So when you're building credit, you got to have this particular number. Next, you want to apply for a Dun & Bradstreet number, and you just go to their website, Dun & Bradstreet, and basically this is like your Paydex or credit report number. And so this number right here will follow your business, to track your business credit, how well you're doing. On their site, you could update all your business information, such as your address, business name, how long you've been in business, your assets, how much finances you make. And of course, just like any other site, they're going to try to upsell you, but you do not, the Dun & Bradstreet number is also free. If you're not careful, they'll try to charge you $800, and that's also offer you the opportunity to build your credit. I think their package is maybe like $800-900 and to monitor your credit. And if you can take it if you want, if you don't have time to build it yourself, but you can, build it yourself, just so you know. Number 4, open a business account at the bank. This you'll need your EIN number for. Of course, your business address, business phone number, and so on and so forth. It's your bank account. Next, when you establish a business, once you do all that, next you want to establish credit that report to Dun & Bradstreet and report to Experian, which is something that's going to show your score. Some of those companies on a first tier level, Granger, Quill, Extreme Solutions, just some of the companies right off the top. But what happens is these companies are like trade lines, and these trade lines are going to report to Dun & Bradstreet. You'll have to buy product from them, and once you get on a good pay scale with them, that's the first tier. Then you go to another tier where you start applying for gas cards and so on and so forth. Then third tier will be like credit cards and American Express, Bank of America. And then fourth tier, of course, is actually getting a business loan, business line of credit. Things you want to make sure you have for your business, you want to have a website. You want to have an official office space or an official virtual address. Business phone number. You want to have a website or some sort of landing page. And you're gonna need all this stuff, and all of this stuff has to line up in order for someone to qualify you for business credit. Last is the DUNS number, and this is the score rating. So there's you want to monitor your business credit. So there's a company called NAV. They charge roughly entry level around $40 a month. They monitor your business credit, and they also report to Dun, and they also report to Experian. So NAV not only reports, so this is one of your trade lines, but it also reports your credit. So you monitors your business credit. Under Dun & Brad, score of 80 to 100 is good. A score of 50 to 79 is fair. So if you take a look at your NAV report and look at your payday score, and if it's 80 to 100, chances are when you apply for that credit card and all your information is correct, your business, your phone number, your website, your landing pages, all that stuff is in order, EIN number, business name, chances are you'll get approved. 80 to 100 is good, 50 to 79 is fair, and 0 to 49 is bad. On the Experian side, you got 76 to 100 is good. I'm sorry. Yeah. 76 to 100 is good. That means you're low risk. 51 to 75 is your low to medium risk. And 26 to 50 is medium risk. And 11 to 25 is high risk, and just high to medium, and then 1 to 10 is extremely high. So, make a long story short, anything from 76 to 100 on Experian, there's a very good chance you're going to get approved. So business credit is definitely something you want to take a look into. Even if you don't have a business, that's officially running. You could start a business. You can put all the stuff in place, give your business time to season and so forth till you start it. But if you have all the stuff already set up, whenever you do get running, they'll be able to find it. So that's it on business credit. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for educational purposes only. Investing of any kind involves risk. Consult a professional financial advisor or a professional fiduciary before you do any type of investing. That's it. Cash Flow Stacy on the Slam and Sam for the news.
Hello, everybody. I'm Slam and Sam coming to you with the news. I guess first up, I want to let everybody know that your favorite media platform is changing their name. Close, you probably already heard. Facebook is changing their name to Meta, in case you didn't know. This move is for them to, from my opinion, and from what I'm, reading and digging up, it's a play on the metaverse, getting their footprint into something that's going to take place about 5 years down the road. So they're foreseeing into the future how businesses is going to be handled, how companies, I think, aren't going to go back to the way, the brick and mortar. It's all going to be virtual. If you didn't know, Facebook, which is now Meta, they have bought or have already owned Oculus, which is the eyewear that you can be submerged into the VR, world. They are actually looking at where you can actually go into work by putting on these headsets and all this stuff. So I think they're just positioning themselves for what's coming along in the future in 5 years from now. So be on the lookout for that, man. Okay, Stacey.
Yeah. So what I want to say is a few months back, we had a young guy on the show named Josh.
Mm-hmm.
And he talked about something called Decentraland.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys remember. Well, Decentraland is quote unquote just like metaverse.
Exactly.
And he also talked about the coin that was going to be used in Decentraland called Magna, something like that. I got the ticker. But guess what? That sucker ran up, y'all. When we was talking about it, it was 40 cents a coin. Now it's at $2.71 a coin. Wow. When we were talking about it, was 40 cents a coin. And he was like, yo, y'all need to get some of this coin. And he was saying that, remember, everything that was in Decentraland was already bought and sold. And you couldn't buy anything else in Decentraland.
Yep. That he did.
But and here's two things. The coin that he was talking about is running, right? But it's not like in Reddit, or nobody's really talking about it. It's like one of the guys who was on the show called me and told me about it. Dan, he was on the show and told me about it. He was like, yeah, remember, when the guy was on the show, this happened, that happened. He talked about this, the coin. He talked about just what you talked about, Facebook and everything. He was like, the coin is running. You ought to get some. So I got some, and it is running. It's running. I don't know how long, but there's not a lot of hype about the coin. I'll look it up and I'll put it in the chat. But just let you guys know, yeah,
it's running. It's running. And let's take that on into our next topic of the day, next story of the day. It is MasterCard. MasterCard is offering now, which quiet as kept, is offering a crypto debit card and a crypto credit card. Now, it may not seem like it's a big major deal, but this is a major deal. This is the first credit institution that's using crypto, as a credit. So that's major to me. That's why I felt that I should mention it. Needless to say, my next story is about crypto mining. And I know it seems like there's a lot of crypto going on, but look, this is about crypto mining. The US now, because of China, they stopped all the crypto, the mining and all that stuff. The US now has 37% of the mining going on here in the US. Now, I mentioned this because of the play that I mentioned earlier about your power companies. If 37% of the mining has come to the US, they use a vast amount of power. That means that the power companies are making a killing. The stocks are going up. Don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so. Anyway, I'm not your fiduciary advisor. Please consult an expert. This is entertainment purposes only. And I'm going to take this question from Mr. Rivers. What you got?
Oh, back to crypto real quick. Me and Gamal in the chat talking. I'm trying to get them in on the group. Somebody send him the link. But check this out. Oh, my hand's still raised. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who got into that Shiba? Anybody?
I have some Shiba.
About the Shiba coin?
Yeah. I bought like $500 worth of it.
How many shares do you have of that?
Man, I don't know. It's like crazy number. It's like a real crazy number.
Like a million or so, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, if it moves like 3 cents, bro, I'm like, it's crazy. I'll make
that, bro. I promise you, I own probably about 3,185,000 of them coins.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. I'm like, that don't make sense. But I mean, I just bought it because it was so cheap. I was like, okay.
I mean, it's kind of okay. It's risky. Let's just keep it what it is. And we know it's a meme coin, right? But man, what if?
But the problem is not what if, it's when. But the thing is like, if you're smart enough to cash in on it and move on from it.
Right. And put the investment into something a little bit more solid.
Something else. Yeah, that's solid. Yeah.
Right.
So that's what I looked at it as, just put it over there.
Yeah.
But my last story today is pretty interesting. I found it interesting. It's I don't know, have you guys heard of a company called Affirm? Sequista, she knows about Affirm. Affirm is basically a buy here, buy now, pay later corporation, basically. And they're actually on the stock exchange, bro. Their ticker, I'll put it on later in the chat if you want to look at it. It's AFRM. They are basically a company that is saying that you can buy it now and you can take up to however long to pay it back, basically. No late charge fees. You pay back the amount whatever you want to, when you want to. Basically, it's like, as long as you're paying them back. They have signed a major deal, get this, with American Airlines. You can buy tickets right now through Affirm for American Airlines, and you can pay it for later. And that means that they're in direct competition to me with the credit cards. But go ahead, Stacey, what you got?
Yeah, I have my question. What's the interest rate?
No interest rates. No interest rates. They have a flat fee, and that's
it. It got to be some interest rate.
I'm telling you, they're it. I'm telling you, it's not. I thought so too, but you can download the app. It's like you can download the app and they have more than airlines on there. They have Best Buy, Home Depot, all kind of stuff on there where you can actually buy now and pay it later. this company index is like what, 56 billion or $46 billion already. The stock is trading at 162.50. That's what it's trading at already. So what I was saying about the credit cards, what they're in, to me, they put themselves in direct competition with the credit cards, but because of what they're doing, they're better than the credit cards, because the credit cards, of course, you get the points and everything else, but you're also paying, you know, the fees and everything else along with the credit cards, you know. But with this, you don't have any of that. You have that flat charge and that's it. That's just like when I switch my phones now. I don't want to plug anybody, but when I switched my phones to Spectrum, I didn't believe that they would just charge $45. Ain't no service charge fee, no nothing. It's just flat $45 and that's it. There was nothing else there. And that's what it is per month. Nothing hidden, everything just $45 and you're done. This is the way this is. It's not per month. You just pay them back whenever. If you pay them late, no late charge fee. It's crazy. I'm like,
oh, where do I sign up?
Just download the app.
No interest, and I can pay them back whenever I want.
Yep, as long as you paying them back. Paying them back something.
Where I sign up? I put something on it. Where I sign up?
Affirm. Just go to Affirm. I already downloaded the app on my phone. Yeah. So I just thought you guys should know that. And that's me, Slam Sam. We always bring you something good on the news.
Man, I want to know about that company.
Hey, look, you can Google it. I'm gonna put the ticker in the chat. I'll put it in there.
Where on, Franco?
Shit, I'm trying to eat skew, man. I'm gonna go find a firm. But he right though. The craziest part, PayPal trying to buy him too, because they making some money. But I ain't never know why, because I never looked into it. But to bring that back, you know what I mean? That's a big thing, because that's actually a lot of the whole thing with the firm and everybody, but it is actually the reason why a lot of money is being ready to be changed, because they really trying to get people in debt. Inflation is really finna to be a big thing, because they're coming out with a lot of pay buy now, pay later things are popping up really major. I had a list. I'm not at home yet. I'm probably about 5 minutes, but I got a list of stuff I had been looking at, because they've been doing a lot of digital transactions. That's one of the biggest things. I like the stuff like Renaissance is going digital. And that's why I'm interested. I got to read into it in a firm and see, but I'm interested because a lot of that stuff is going digital, where they trying to get people to buy now, pay later. But my whole thing tonight, man, I think I can't even tell you no lie. I'm just not getting situated. I had something I had to take care of. But like I said, the biggest thing about mine is the Hertz play. I wish I can show everybody. I'm kind of moving around right now. But the Hertz play, man, Hertz shot up to $31. So my warrants are actually in the money already. It's something really good, because I've been holding these warrants since they gave them to us in the summertime, and I paid $2 for them. So let's just say I ain't even paid $2 for them. I bought the stock for like $1 when it was in bankruptcy, and now the stock is actually worth $30. And I had some warrants that they gave me that I was buying in the money stocks for the price of the warrant. So that's why I say to people, like, the whole point is I'm making money off the warrants that I made through Hertz, and now with Hertz going to $30, I'm being able to buy each one of my stocks of shares that I have for $13.80. Right now, my warrants are actually worth $17.16. So I'm getting 1-for-1 trade without having to spend any money. Now it's going to take about 10 or 15 days before the shares become available, because they had to send them to the company for them to create the shares. And that's something else we can talk about here in a little bit, to learn about creating the shares or whatever whatsoever. So, but that's pretty much all I got for tonight. I'm almost back, so I can give y'all a little bit more information in just a second on the whole Hertz play. But if y'all want to skip past and kind of keep on going and talk about the code and Miss Sequester week and what they did this week, and we'll go from there because we got to make sure we hear from the lady.
Oh yeah. That's true. That's true. Well, ladies, I see Nicole. She got a whole lot going right now, so we're gonna push on through. And but I want to just kind of touch on that crypto and how crypto is actually becoming a real thing. Where I mean, Sammy is heavy in Ethereum.
Big time.
You bought that Ethereum what about 7-8 months ago?
Yeah. Bought it when it was at
It was like $4,000 a share, right? Something like that.
where it's down. It's at 45 now. I bought it when it was at like around 1,400. But it's at like 45 now.
Jeez Louise, man. That thing is and one of the guys who was on the show, Dan, the trucking guy, we talked about Ethereum maybe 6 months before that, and I think it was at like $300 a share.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of crypto millionaires being born in this industry. You know, off of meme coins.
Yeah, I keep emphasizing Stellar Lumens. I put it in the chat last week. Man, I'm just sold on what they trying to do. So, you know.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Follow the drip.
What you mean? What are you talking about, Drew?
Hey man, yeah, man. Now, yeah.
What's up with that Stella?
Man, Stella trying to change the way that you wire money. So they're going in direct competition with Western Union, MoneyGram. They are developing a way that the algorithms and the way the computers talk to each other, they have developed that you can send a US dollar to Mexico and it'll leave the US and US dollar, but by the time it get over there, within like 5 seconds, it's already transferred and already changed out to pesos over in Mexico. With the minimum fee. I mean, when I say minimum fee, I'm like 0.0008 something. It's like really, really low. So it's really less cost effective than MoneyGram and everything else, and you'll be able to do it straight from your phone.
I want to say something that I just now realized. Like I was buying some crypto today, and they basically asked me how I wanted to pay because I had some other different type of coins in my account, and this is Coinbase.
Mm-hmm.
And when it was time for me to cash out on the crypto, they were asking me, "How do you want to pay? Do you want to pay with Polkadot? Do you want to pay with US dollar? Do you want to pay with PayPal? Do you want to pay with Shiba coin? Do you want to pay with all these different coins?" I had a choice where I could actually sell those coins to buy new coins. Even though I'll be honest with you, I don't know what they are. I know there's somewhere.
Yeah.
I got some Shiba somewhere.
Yeah, you got so much Shiba, it's ridiculous.
I got over 2 or 3 million coins, Shiba coins somewhere. I can't put my hands on them, but I got it. You see what I'm saying? It's a different world. Like Amal said, he said it's deep. It runs deep.
He's right. It is.
You know, my money's somewhere in the blockchain. You know,
it's on Ethereum somewhere.
Right? Isn't that something? It's just a different day, man. Different time. Different everything, man. You know. So, but other than that, what everybody buying tomorrow? Anybody got some trading plans for tomorrow? On what you're gonna be buying? Anybody entering the market?
Ain't nobody getting nothing.
Nothing.
I have to run, like I have to go through my list.
What's your list looking like?
The same list y'all have.
Oh, the what is it? Visa. American Express.
No
What?
No American Express. Visa.
What about Square?
Square's on there. Shopify, Roku,
Netflix.
Netflix.
Instacart?
No.
So check in the Instacart. I was reading.
Instacart.
Yeah,
What's the
Instacart.
ticker? But you know, with mine, has to make over $1 a day, or I'm not interested.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
I'll look it up.
that's right. Sorry about
But
that.
stock has to move at least $1 a day.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's going like it's almost like she is day trading.
Wow.
No, we swing trade. We don't day trade.
Swing
Oh.
trade. So that's like what, every 2 to 3 days you in and out on a swing, or is it every?
So we check for the week. You check. So I really should have checked today because I have time tomorrow. I might check tonight. So I'm gonna check. I'm gonna run through almost all of those. I already have everything set. I'm just going in to look and see where it's falling. And if it's falling where I have it set, then I'll decide if I'm gonna get in. So everybody's set that needs to be set already. I do that every single week. So throughout the week, we just go in to make sure if anybody's getting close to where I want to enter in. And then I set my my entry.
But now, do you think when you enter, right? And of course, I'm pretty sure it's probably a sell-off, right?
Yeah.
Would you say that it's like maybe some major institutions that might be selling off in that company, right?
Yes.
Then you could actually look back in the chart and see where they were selling off, right?
Yeah.
Then when it goes up, according to where your meter is at, you can see if you look back and you look back again and you look back again, and once they got here, the stock went this way, went down. Right. That's kind of like what we do here too, on our end.
Okay.
We might use one or two
different
more
terms. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. We might use one or two more indicators, but
Man, if you would have invested in Tesla, you'd be straight, right?
I know, right? Oh my
Tesla
God.
is at 11.14.
Crazy.
11.14.
man, you sold all your Tesla, man. I was going to try option on Tesla, man.
Listen, one of ours is AutoZone, y'all. Did y'all see that? AutoZone. Did y'all look at AutoZone?
And Dollar Tree.
And
Dollar Tree. I'm looking at Dollar Tree. Oh, let me write Dollar Tree on my list.
Man, Dollar Tree.
Dollar General too.
Oh, crazy. Dollar Tree, Dollar General.
I was told by somebody, I guess that wasn't y'all, that Dollar Tree is no longer gonna be Dollar Tree.
Were they changing their name?
Oh, yeah, I heard something about that too. What?
No, they're not gonna. I don't know if they're gonna change the name, but everything's no longer gonna be a dollar.
Right.
It's gonna be an up and down fluctuation. So it could be 50 cents and over $1.
Oh, okay.
Right. But those companies have been running. Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollar, AutoZone, O'Reilly's, all those companies have been doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been doing real well.
And we also look for the best in breed in that.
The best in
that
what?
sector.
Oh, okay.
Best in breed in that sector.
Yeah.
So if one go down, they pretty much all go down.
I got an insurance company. Let me get my.
Yeah, you had mentioned something about an insurance company.
Yeah. Let me tell you about this insurance company here that I think it's this one. GL is the ticker. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. It's on TradingView. So,
Hey, remember a while back we was talking about Rolls Royce?
Yeah, please don't say it.
What was Rolls Royce when we talked about?
It was around $2, I think.
$2? Oh my!
I think.
Yeah, but nah, it's lower than that now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's $1.77.
Oh well, I'm glad I ain't buying it.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So let me go here. I want to give you all the specs on the company first, and then tell you where it's at, and so on and so forth. Why I bought it, Well, and a lot of people don't know about insurance companies are one of the best investments out there because it's all cash. They call it a cash float. No, I'm sorry, a cash moat. I think is what either cash float or cash moat. And when you own an insurance company, it's just like having a pool of cash. You're surrounded by a pool of cash all the time because people are always making payments with the insurance. And so this insurance company is called, it's called Global Life. Global Life.
Boy, stop.
What? You know,
That's the same one. That's the insurance company. I'm gonna tell you exactly who they are. Remember on Highway 138 Global? Remember that company, Global Insurance, I told you about? Far as company of business insurance, the one Drico sent me to. Global, right there on 138. That's who they are.
Okay, well listen, Global Life is an insurance company, number one, and the earning per share on this particular insurance company is $7.39 per share is earnings on each share. So if you bought a share of this company, the earnings that this one share you buy, $7.39, is currently trading at $89.02. It's down $2.03 as of Friday. Market cap is 9.1 billion. The annual dividend is 79 cents. They last paid a dividend on 10/1. And right now, according to the charts, same charts that you'll be looking at, Sequester, it's time to buy in this particular one. But I'm no, fiduciary or anything like that. But according to our charts, it looks like a buy right now. That's one insurance company, and and this particular company is owned by one of the greatest investors of all time, Mr. Warren Buffett. And Mr. Buffett currently owns 6 million. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, he owns 6,353,000 shares, and these shares are worth $605 million in his portfolio. That's one company. And let me give you one more real quick. I see Frank just came back in. But let me give you one more insurance company. I like insurance companies. I'm a little biased on insurance companies. I like them.
So they are the long-term plays?
These are long-term plays because of the simple fact that it's like if you own the insurance company yourself, say for instance, if you own something that's called Sequesters Insurance, then people will pay you every month their premium every month. They will come in and they'll pay you money. They may not have a claim or anything, but they just come in and pay you money for their auto, for their home insurance, for their life insurance, for the other car insurance. All this money is coming into Sequesters Insurance, and then you get a stockpile of money. And then at some point you said, okay, I'm going to keep $10 billion in reserve just in case somebody files a claim, right? But the money never stops coming into your insurance company. So now you got 10 billion in reserve, but you still got all this money coming in nonstop, every day, every week, every hour. People are giving you money. So you got to find something to do with the money. So what you say, Sam?
Invest it.
Right. You want to invest it. So that's why I like them, because to be a part of one and you know how they work, it's a good, to me, it's a good investment because all that cash flow is coming through nonstop.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So this next one, it's a little steep, okay? It's called Marsh and McLean Companies Incorporated, okay? Marsh and McLean Companies, they got a market cap of $84.2 billion. Their Marsh and McLean earning per share is $5.28, $84.2 billion. The annual dividends of Marsh is $2. Earning per share is $5.28. No, sorry, $2.14 billion. The annual dividends of Marsh is $2. Earning per share is $5.28. No, sorry, $2.14 billion. The annual dividends of Marsh is $2. No, I'm sorry. Yeah. They paid a dividend on 10/7. Annual dividend 21. Oh, I'm sorry. The dividend payout is 11/15 to 21. They're going to pay a $2 dividend for every share that you own of this company, of this insurance company. And as far as getting into the stock, you know, let's see here. MMC is the ticker.
NFC.
Mary Cantaloupe. So MMC, Marsh McLennan Companies. Right now, man, it's on the uptick. I'll be honest with you. It's on the uptick. So you could average in if you wanted to, but right now the chart is shooting straight up like a rocket. I can tell you that on February 21 of this year, the stock was trading at, y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. It was traded at $9.
What?
Yeah. It was traded at $9 this year.
And that joke at $166.80?
It's at $166 right now. And it's on a straight uptrend. So now let's look at the site a little bit and talk about it just a little bit about this particular company. And it says Marsh & McLennan Incorporated is a professional service firm which offers clients advice and solutions in risk, strategy, and people. It operates through the following business segments: risk and insurance services and consulting. The risk and insurance service segment includes risk management activities as well as insurance and reinsurance, brokering, and services. So basically, all they're doing is talking to folk, writing insurance policies, and getting money.
That's it.
It's a cash cow.
There's no inventory to keep.
No inventory, no parts to be made, nothing to break down. It's just a cash moat, man. And I got to look at the 13F filings to find out when Buffett actually bought into this company. But just so you know, he owns 4 million shares, 4,196 shares, and it's worth about $590 million. So if he got in at $10 or what, $9 a share, you know, it's a good day.
God dog, man. Do you know how old that junk is?
How old?
1871, bro.
Sidebar. Hey, right. You know, I'm back. So,
You back?
Yeah, I'm back. And then, so is this the one you did this is the one that's public, right?
This is the one that what?
That's public. I missed about 5
Oh
minutes.
yeah. These two companies are public.
Okay,
And the thing with insurance companies, it's really hard. You can't
find one.
Yeah.
To find one because of the fact that, you know, we talked about it, and I was gonna run it. Like, I think people don't really understand how important insurance companies are. So, you know, that diagram I said I'm gonna go ahead and draw up and present. I'm gonna present it to them so they'll understand the importance of it. Because I think if our people understood where the insurance company sat in this whole stock market and the whole stock market and the hedge funds and where all that set at, I think they would understand it a little bit more why the insurance company is so important to hold.
Yeah. If you guys ever Google how to invest in insurance, and then if you like Google how do I invest in insurance company, you ain't gonna find nothing.
Yeah, you ain't gonna find nothing.
You ain't gonna find nothing. They ain't gonna tell you nothing on how to get in. None of that stuff. You ain't gonna get none of that.
you won't even get it. You gonna get a runaround. You probably gonna get an insurance salesman call you. Trying to sell you a policy.
It's crazy. It's
They
crazy.
gonna try to sell you. You gonna be clicked on something talking about investing in insurance, and you go, hey, how much you need? 500 times, 300 times, 400.
Hey man, hey, that's what's gonna happen.
But you know
But
the craziest part, that go back to the infinite banking thing though. And then I think that's what that'll tie it into people too as well, for them to see the infinite banking part that you know that how important infinite banking is when you go back and look at getting that started, and why all of us got to get our own plan and get it started just to be able to use it.
yeah,
And so it's an investment. It ain't something like all of us ain't even got ours started yet. You know
right.
what I mean? Because it's a situation of using insurance again to create your bank. Like that's why insurance is such a important thing. Because I think I didn't know, and I'm always like I ain't gonna tell nobody age. I'm just gonna say I'm the novice, and you know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
didn't learn a lot of this stuff until we started really meeting it and doing it. But now that I've been diving and learning that insurance, man, if y'all really understood what insurance was, like if everybody on here if you actually just take the time to go learn about insurance, you would be surprised to know that. And it's funny. I got a story, but I can't tell it tonight. But I
Man,
can.
tell the story,
All
man.
right, I'm
Stop
gonna
it.
tell the story. So,
Stop.
my,
Stop.
my
You
people,
know, we got
man.
something to grow up, something to tell us, and he can't do it right now. I'm gonna do it later. Man, do your thing,
Yeah.
man.
So my people, man, I was talking to my people this weekend, man, and they was explaining to me how the insurance went up because of the flood and the hurricanes. And down there in the bayou, man, do you know that they raised the insurance rates on those people from $6,000 to $9,000, and then he told me if the government doesn't categorize the hurricane as a Category 5, then the people still got to pay their deductibles on the insurance.
So that's like flood insurance they gotta have.
That whole hurricane flood insurance and everything they got to have down there, like in the bayou. He was like, because me and him was talking about insurance this weekend. You know what I'm saying? And so it was just really interesting that now that Ida just came through there, they just raised them people insurance rates all the way around for just period. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing but money because the government is paying the insurance company for disaster. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy how insurance makes so much money off just at the brink of a dime. They just say, hey, this is going up.
So those folks' yearly premium on their houses is like $9,000.
$9,000 a year.
Wow.
$9,000 a year, just shot up.
But they gotta live close to the water, I guess.
No, they don't live close to the water.
Oh,
No, he said they don't live close to the water. Anywhere.
I guess. But I think but the whole state of Louisiana's below sea level though, right?
Correct.
Right. So the whole state is a flood zone.
Yeah. So it's amazing how, but you gotta realize when you look at the insurance, them people that they're spending, man, half of them folks' money, they still find ways. Like, I don't want to get into the political side of it. I think the business side of it, they still find ways to keep all the money. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of, because then, like, me and him was talking because, I was telling him about what I like this whole thing. They killing the people because if you don't pay your property taxes, then the insurance company don't have to, like, I don't know the whole ins and outs, but the insurance company don't have to pay out your bill because you can't afford the property taxes and afford, you know what I'm saying? It's a mixture of two things working together. So, you know what I mean, as far as the city down there, it's really crazy because, Ida went through there and destroyed. He was telling me, like, if too many more hurricanes come through, the Gulf of Mexico really will be, because they destroyed so much of the swamp, the Gulf of Mexico will be inside of Louisiana in the next 10 years. Because the salt water gonna overtake the fresh water. And he was like, because it's sinking more and more every time the hurricane hit. So the insurance keep going up and up.
Wow.
So it's an interesting thing, man, when you start talking about the insurance because it's straight money.
Yeah, it is, man. It is.
Oh yeah. Thinking about, hey, that might be the next play. Open us.
Hey man,
Hey, it may be, man. It may be. Insurance company is and the only, like we was talking about insurance company, the only thing that I found, say for instance, if you wanted to like invest into an insurance company besides these companies that I was just mentioning, is like an insurance trust. Like say for instance, you want to get down with Allstate, okay, yeah, you get down with us, but you're gonna have to get down with Allstate Trust, and they got their own fund that you're gonna invest in. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, and it probably has load fees on the front end. They probably charge you for, trade and all kind of stuff inside that fund.
or you can buy one of Buffett shares. If you buy Berkshire Hathaway, you automatically investing in insurance, but you indirectly. You buy Berkshire. That's probably about the only that besides this play that you just said.
Yeah.
And Buffett, them really the only, because Buffett owned all the insurance companies.
Right. And he'll probably own in that insurance company once he buys enough shares of it.
Yeah. Buffett owned all the insurance companies. That's how serious insurance is. Buffett got like 4. Geico is his biggest, and you'll never be able to buy Geico.
Right.
He owns Geico. Geico is a private company, and it's nothing but money.
And you get nothing but money all the time, nonstop. People paying their insurance all the time, bro. And all you do is your biggest expense in that whole company is paper. Well, it used to be paper.
It used to be. Now it's just
everything's DocuSign.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you just save it to the cloud.
Yeah.
So they eliminated that expense.
They went green before green was going green.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, bro. Boy, but yeah, check those 2 plays out, man. If you get in on either one of those. Like I said, that other one's in the buy zone. That one that starts with the M, and you might want to just try to make a play on it. Just see if the market will come to you. But the earning per share is good, and it's a long play, and it pays a dividend.
People. I'm gonna come in and say this for tonight because I want to make sure we get this in here. If y'all wasn't listening to me the other week when I told y'all about XPO and GXO, if you would have made $10 in the past week on both of them. If everybody on Next Play, when I bring up XPO and GXO, I gave y'all the numbers on it. Go look at the stock. They both did $10 in the last 2. They did $5 a share. They gained $5 a share each week.
Dang. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I also noticed something in the report. States was saying, he said that real estate was last, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Now, 2 weeks ago, remember I said before, real estate was up near the top, then it dropped down to like number 4. And I said that this week, watch, real estate would be dead last. So you know what that means. Something major is getting ready to happen in real estate right now. Your mic's muted.
I believe it, man. I believe it. It's some interesting stuff going on in real estate right now.
Yeah, that's been 3 weeks that like it was 1 in the middle, now it's down at the bottom.
Well, I think real estate going to change big. One of the things though that I actually witnessed, I don't think it's gonna go down though, because I just recently seen 2 commercials this weekend for new companies that are buying houses online. So I'm on the fence because Zillow was the only one doing it. Now I've seen 2 other companies actually advertise. So I'm on the fence with it because those 2 companies are like subprime lenders. You know what I'm saying? And they got an automated buying process where they want to buy houses too now for some reason.
I can understand that, but my thing is, I think Stacy mentioned it earlier that Zillow is actually unloading how they're getting rid of houses now, right, Stacy?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that means Zillow is taking advantage of the pricing of the houses now.
Right.
So
And that's what the written is.
Zillow is getting ready to make money.
Well, and see that's why I say I'm on the fence, because I think we you know, as a people, we always been saying the sky is burning, but these people running the number up. They can, you know what I'm saying? They've been like, when we talk about all the games that get played in the market and in the world with how they manipulate the people and the money, they you have to understand they ran these numbers so high it can't crash right now. It would mess up so much. It would mess up. You got to realize some of these houses are worth $300,000, $400,000, $500,000.
Mm-mm.
And we know that's not the price of these houses. We know
That's
that's not the true price.
Low
of these.
average.
But
They
that's,
7, bro. 7,
but
8.
we
and
know
up.
that we know the houses are inflated way above the price that they should be. If
Mhm.
you gotta understand, if those houses go under 50,000, that means this is a recession, because that's gonna mess up the banks. That's gonna mess up the banks, the lending company. That's gonna mess up a lot of the financial markets, because that's what happened in 2008. The housing market dropped too fast and it messed up everything. They can't afford it right now. You can't afford to have a housing market crash because they still trying to get everything back going. So even though Zillow was a metric that we were using to try to see it, but I'm seeing new companies come out trying to buy and flip houses. I'm seeing from and that's just news. I haven't, you know what I'm saying? We speculate, but I also seen the interest rate go up. You see what I mean? So you seeing an interest rate go up just to kind of meager it out, but you also seeing more buyers. You still seeing the price in the market still be there, because you got to realize they took a big hit when that wood was messed up. So now they do got to liquidate some of it, because you got to think about it. We all know when you got interest payments coming in on money, you instead of paying it out your own pocket, you try to come up with some money real quick to pay off the interest payment.
Well, I mean, well, from what I saw, from what I've been seeing out there in the industry, it's just that I think they found a way to hedge against like the prices of these big houses and stuff. So, and then by them leveraging with the $200,000 and $300,000 houses, if anything did happen to the housing market, which home would you foreclose on first? The $200,000 or $300,000 house or the $800,000 house?
Both.
Now, if I was a bank, I would be willing to work with the $800,000 house, because it's going to be harder to finance or find somebody that can afford it. But the $200,000 and $300,000 houses,
Nice.
I would definitely foreclose on them, because I
Right.
know after everything turns around, I'm definitely going to be able to find somebody to get into those. And the meanwhile, those people that are coming out of those, you see all these other rental places going up left and right for about $1,600. They're preparing for another crash, and these people can move out of them houses, go over to the rental, will get their credit straight, and then come back over and buy a house that's been marked down for cheaper. But those $800,000 houses and up, they're going to try to work with them people as much as they can.
Yeah.
Those houses won't be vacant. And from what on the clip that I sent over last week, that company is paying $7,500 towards closing.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
That
dropped
represents.
I dropped that for the people this week.
Yeah, that represents a change in the market to me. No other company is doing it. That's the only one I've seen. But that's the first one I've seen also. But where there's one, there's another.
Right.
Because it's a thing in the United States called competition. When somebody finds a niche and they start drawing more attention to them and getting more business than everybody else, they're going to say, well, what the heck are they doing? Well, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start offering too. So now you're going to stop seeing these people coming to the table saying, hey, we got this much money over asking price, because people now are holding on to their money. It's starting to slow down, and people trying to find ways to speed it, to keep getting that money. So the only thing is to offer incentives as far as the closing costs, which is a buyer's market, not a seller's market.
Yeah.
So that's changing.
I want to say that was a very good point. And you also said, we talked during the week that some of those prices have been reduced, right, in that same subdivision.
Yes, they have. Yeah.
So you got price reduction. You got the seller paying $7,500 toward closing as an incentive to the buyer. Say, look, you come buy, I'm gonna do $7,500. You got Zillow, who stopped buying houses 2 weeks ago when we was talking about it. Now you got Zillow selling houses. So there is a change in the market based upon the facts.
Yeah, and I think, like I was saying earlier with Franco, I think the reason Zillow is selling is to take advantage of the buyer's market now, not the sellers. You know what I'm saying?
Because they're still in the real estate
still
business.
there. It's still there, and they're taking advantage of it. They're saying, hey, we losing out. Say you bought a house for 100,000. If I can sell it for 150,000, I want to do that now before the market changes. I need to get up off of this before the market changes, or else I'm gonna end up either breaking even or losing money. So I better come off
standpoint, basically, right?
Yeah.
Dope. Yeah. From an investor standpoint, you're trying to unload just like Augusta.
Yep. You gotta show that profit. So
dope. I like it, man. That was good information.
Very good information. We're gonna see, and we definitely gonna see how this market goes. Like I say, I'm gonna stand on the fence. I'm gonna stand on my side of the fence, and
absolutely.
I'm gonna stand on my side of the fence, and I'm gonna
what
say,
was your point, Frank, again?
What'd you say?
What was your point?
I'm gonna stand on my side of the fence, and I'm gonna say that I believe that the market is going to continue to keep going, and they're offering incentives because they're trying to make payments on the loans that they have to get ready to come up.
So you think it's still going to continue to be a seller's market and not a buyer?
I still think it's going to be a seller's market because of the simple fact that the market can't crash right now.
When you saying, we're not saying it's a crash. I think more of a pullback versus a crash.
But that's my point. If at any point in time, it goes from a seller's market to a buyer's market, then that means the people gonna have the money, and the people ain't got the money right now. Only the investors got the money, because you got to realize when you keep hearing these numbers about unemployment, jobs not being filled, nobody's working. You have to understand that when you look at speculation in the stock market, economy, and everything else, they're betting more on the people than they are on the investors. So the stock market is how do people's. You got to realize what is the people's sentiment about their money that they can spend. So they can't tell the people that the economy's in trouble too, in order to get them to do what they want. So in order to keep everything going, you have to have this market. People got to feel safe in their houses, knowing that that the price of their houses, because they've been told for so long that the houses are their investment, are their is everything that they're for them, for their savings and everything. So people have been using this house to do this forever. They can't. People will panic like crazy if their house values drop, because that's where all their money is. You realize if the interest rate changes and you have a pullback, we all know that when you have housing starts, that's what the banks use to figure out how they're gonna lend their money. So the sellers are still got to keep selling houses so they can keep selling and having housing starts. But we're gonna see.
Right.
Yeah, but just because the market changes doesn't mean the value of the houses change. I said it's a different tool that they're using to lure buyers to purchase homes. So
I agree with that.
it's not going to change the price of the house. It's just changing the way they're strategizing to get people to spend their money, because right now people are apprehensive about spending their money. But if you wanted to buy a house and take advantage of the interest rates and everything, but you didn't want to necessarily come out your pocket with as much, you want to keep as much money as you can in the bank, the best way to do that is to place some money towards closing costs. That makes the whole market turn to a buyer's market. It doesn't necessarily mean that the prices come down, but yeah, they're gonna look for a cheaper price. But we already see the prices dropping. You can go there; they're dropping like $10,000 at a time. It's online.
I agree with you. I agree with that. Like I said, I stand on the side of.
Yeah.
I think
Matter of fact, my
pushing.
sister just closed this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
My sister just closed this weekend in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
She bought a house.
And they gave her incentives?
Huh?
They gave her incentives?
Yeah, they took the refrigerator.
So for our land, we have a buyer, but we have a stipulation. They have to sell their house. So I'm gonna let y'all know what happened. They put their house on the market last week.
Oh yeah.
So that'd be
Okay.
good. But I mean, you guys are in a hot market, so it should sell.
They're selling their house for our land. Let me make that clear. Because our land is cleared,
Okay.
but they're selling, they need to sell their house first before they can purchase our land. They put their house on the market last week.
I got you.
Oh, okay.
I got you. I think it'll go through.
Yeah.
Charleston's still a hot market.
Yeah. It's still going. That's why I said Zillow made that switch real quick. They're taking advantage of it.
I think it's true. I know Atlanta is a market that Zillow is selling in.
I want to thank everybody for coming out and enjoying us on Next Play Investors. This week was a little bit different. We had a couple of different things going on, but we're committed to being here every Sunday to talk about business, real estate, investments, stocks, cryptocurrency, all the things that actually make our life and world better if we can learn how to be able to do it through actual teaching generational wealth and everything else. Join us every Sunday from 7:30 to 9 p.m. You can check us out on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can check us out on Next Play Investors on Instagram, as well as go ahead and join the Facebook group and kind of go ahead and actually join and actually and learn what's going on. Invite a friend, share with a friend, whatever else you want to be on the show. You can be on. Let us know so we can promote your business or whatever else that you're doing, service, and be able to share with our group of friends. We want to thank you for being a part of Next Play again. Thank you for coming out. And y'all have a wonderful night.